It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Oh, that looks beautiful from here.
It has a stark beauty all its own. It's like much of the high desert of the United States. It's different, but it's very pretty out here.
Every precious minute of their 2.5 hours on the surface was programmed. Rock and soil samples were to be collected, photographs taken, experiments set up to catch unfiltered particles from the sun, to record moonquakes, to measure precisely by laser beam reflection the exact distance between moon and Earth.
Columbia, this is Houston, AOS, over.
Houston, Columbia, Gate, over.
Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully. They're setting up the flag now. I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have TV coverage of the scene.
On July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong stepped out of an odd-looking spaceship and into the pages of history as the first man on the moon. Today, he remains one of the most famous people on the planet.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
Felt like a train on a bad railroad track and shaking in every direction. And it was loud, really loud.
1969, when you came out and you gave that thumbs up, that was a very confident view you put on.
Yeah.
It took 400,000 workers and $24 billion, intended in large part to prove American superiority over the Soviets. Armstrong's entire life had prepared him well, starting with a childhood fascination with flight. He earned his pilot's license at 16 before he learned to drive. By 21, he was flying combat missions over Korea. After the war, he became a hotshot test pilot, flying the famous X-15 at 4,000 miles an hour to the edge of the atmosphere. It was during that time, in 1962, when he faced his most difficult test, losing his 2-year-old daughter Karen to brain cancer. Armstrong stood out, even among a class of astronauts that had the right stuff. His depth of experience and nerves of steel earned him at age 38 the command of Apollo 11. The trip to the moon took 4 days. After achieving lunar orbit, Michael Collins would remain in the command module, while Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin climbed into the lunar module, undocked, and began their descent.
00764.
But the landing took an unexpected turn. The onboard guidance system was sending Armstrong and Aldrin right towards disaster. The ghostly image was beyond words. Armstrong paused on the bottom rung of the ladder
I'm going to step off the limb.
and planted his left boot on the lunar dust.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Magnificent sight out here. Magnificent desolation.
Armstrong and Aldrin spent just a short time on the lunar surface, testing the gravity, completing a long list of experiments, and marking their journey. They had come in peace for all mankind, but stayed less than a day.
God bless you. Good night from Apollo 11.
The hard part was re-entry. They returned to Earth superstars. In New York, 4 million people showered them with ticker tape. On a 45-day victory lap around the world, they were met by crowds in the Congo and by the Queen at Buckingham Palace.